Today's episode is sponsored by the legend Jamie Seedle.
Oh, Jones has a muscle injury. If you could go to physiotherapy. Now, we are full of recruits again. Let's see. So, here is strength. Who's our best strength person? Oh, what is this? Beefy. Strength improves 25% faster, but also is sleepyhead. So I'm not interested in the sleepyhead. So you can go away. That's what you can do. Oh, look. Beefy down here likes to do sort of daytime training. So, strength training for you. Excellent. Now, we need a couple of people in comms. Comms is intelligence. And look, we have a brainiac here. So I think, yeah, we'll get you in intelligence training.
Yeah.
Now, we could do with somebody else going into intelligence training, really. They're handy. This night owl in intelligence training, that would fill up there. No. We could really do with getting somebody in speed. We do have somebody that's pretty good here. Let's get them in to speed training. And then we need 2 in accuracy. So I think we might get rid of these glutton 2 and take the 2 remaining for accuracy training. Yeah. And that fills all these barracks. Now we need to name them all. Jenna, welcome aboard. You're at comms. You're training in comms. Excellent stuff. Tetsu Rose, welcome aboard. At comms also. Danielle, welcome aboard. Artillery training. Yeah, that's right. Kenny, welcome aboard. Speed training. Which is explosives. Brilliant. Time and Tide, you are now an explosives engineer specialist.
Yes, sir.
Frazzled. Candy, welcome aboard. You are infantry. That's right. Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
then also infantry.
Consider it done, boss.
Summer, welcome aboard. Okay. Going great, guns. Got a lot of cadets here. That's what we'd like to see. Let's get a few deliveries going.
Yeah.
Samuel has muscle injury. Let's send them to physiology. Ashley needs to go to physiology as well from muscle injury. Not good, huh? Oh no. So, invasion of the crawlers. Thanks to the skill of our tank driver, we have advanced along a path that does not appear on the maps, avoiding any confrontation. Our aviator has discovered the enemy's position without being detected. We have the advantage. But then we came across a communications post as we climbed the hill. But our desert soldier was unable to handle the situation. He's in danger. Failed. We were overrun by the enemy and did not take control of the hill. The fields have been razed to the ground.
We didn't come here to lose, team. Step it up for the next mission.
And we did lose someone. Who did we lose? Why doesn't it tell us who we lost? Oh no. I have bad news. I'm sorry to tell you this, but we took some losses. Not everyone has returned from the front. They've probably been captured and are being held in one of the Dragan's dungeons. Damn you, Dragan! You wannabe dictator, buffoon, stooge, fool!
You!
We have to set up our efforts. We leave nobody behind. We will get our people back, and we will make that parasite Dragan pay for everything he has done. You'll see. Now, we've got quite a lot of research points again. Oh, look, we can do the shared house up to level 2, which would increase building insulation by 15, reduces the probability of getting sick, reduces the likelihood of insomnia. Interesting. What about upgrading the barracks? Increases building insulation 50%, reduces the probability of getting sick and the likelihood of insomnia. And that's quite good, isn't it? That's quite good. I might upgrade their barracks then. There's also getting the mess hall up to level 2. Increases the maximum workers you can assign to 3, which could be quite good. Increases the efficiency of the workers by 30% and increases the maximum capacity to 130 food. I think I might start with this first. Get the barracks to level 2. Yeah. Yeah. Upgrade. 585 doubloons. There are more buildings at the same time. Do you want to upgrade all of them? Ah, yes. That's what I was saying. Yeah, let's get them all upgraded. Nice. I like that. Okay. We also need to look at making the power a bit more efficient. Oh, look.
Yes,
Jenna is ready to specialize in comms
sir.
operator. And
Yes, sir.
Danielle, artillery specialist.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh,
Yes, sir.
and Kearney, explosives engineer.
Yes, sir.
Now, I might get modern training in intelligence.
Yes, sir.
And Isabel, I'm going to get training in
Sure thing.
accuracy.
Yes, sir.
Lacey. Wow. Look at the speed.
Okay.
Continue to improve speed. You've almost maxed it out by the looks, which is just incredible.
Yes, sir.
Trent's train is going very, very slow. There must be... I mean, he's apparently beefy, but he's really struggling here. I mean, he's been training for days and days and days, and he's still just on 46 strength. It's very bizarre. He's just very slow. Carry on with that, I guess. Just a long way away. Did I say Cal
Yes,
again?
sir.
It's definitely Trent, isn't it? Yeah, it's Trent. Right. I think I keep mixing up those two names. Does that resolve the problem?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
Summer is ready to be a specialist in infantry.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
Frazzled is due to be a specialist in infantry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. Elle, welcome. Good stuff. It's not great. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. So we may have to let the invasion of the crawlers go, because I just don't think it's possible
Consider
for
it
us
done, boss.
to do.
Sure thing.
What we can do is this sausage and trenches, by the looks. Well, it seems we made them nervous. Jantin has mobilized her troops and is forcing the civilian population to build makeshift defenses. They're working their hands raw, digging trenches. Meanwhile, the officers are pinging out on ham. Shame on them. Let's rescue those civilians and drive the last of Jantin's soldiers out of Woodlands. This one we can do with Bliss, Michi, and Isabel. We've got a pure green line. Let's get that mission done. Oh my god, at least there is a mission that we can do. My goodness. I would very much like to get a second aviator going as well. That'd be nice. And it is supposed to be Trent, but Trent just doesn't seem to be gaining strength. It's almost like Trent is bugged and that we might actually have to drop Trent and Something doesn't seem right with Trent. He's not actually... Where is he? Like, he seems stuck in training and he shouldn't be. He's not. He's been in training all that time or something, and he seems bugged and he's not actually increasing.
Roger that.
Is that Trent there? No.
Yes, sir.
Who's Trent?
Yes, sir.
Maybe this is where I was getting confused. Trent's not here. Where is Trent?
Yes, sir.
You are Trent, are you? We're going to monitor Trent. Because he doesn't seem okay. We might have to replace Trent. I think he's broken. I think we're going to fire Trent. Okay. I'm sorry, Trent. I'm gonna have to fire you. Something's gone hideously wrong here. We need a new Trent. This could be our new Trent. Still beefy, right? Still beefy. There we go. New Trent. We're going to monitor him. We've set up the goal for artillery. We want them to become an aviator.
Yes, sir.
Tetsu is ready to specialise in comms.
Yes,
Get that
sir.
done.
Yes,
Sir is ready to specialise in spy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, lovely. And I do wonder if we're going to have to perhaps get somebody into aviation right now and skip Trent for a bit. I don't know. It's too much for my tiny little mind. Let's get food stocked up. Looks like we could also do with getting some fuel here. I am going to arrange for more artillery over here. Yeah, because we could really do, you see, with an aviator over here. Oh, what have we got going on? We have a decision to make. Officer, it looks like the barricades are stronger than we thought, but they may have a weak point. We need to get those civilians out of there. How should we proceed? So keep trying at the same spot until the barricade gives way. Take your time and look for a weak spot in the barricade, or one of the troops came up with the idea of using a girder as a lever to move the tanks. Give me a lever long enough and I'll fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world, he says. To be able to choose this option, it is necessary that a member of the mission team has the trait of Brainiac, which they don't. Let's try the take your time and find a weak spot. Let's try that. We have managed to get close to the barricades where the civilians are working. They have offered to help during the fight, and thanks to the marksmanship of our infantry, we managed to destroy some of the surveillance cameras in the area. Okay, and now we've said just take your time. And it's good to know that the surveillance isn't working while that's occurring. Okay. My goodness. We should have a second tank driver training up as well. Yes, in the form of Zaratul, which would allow us to do this mission here. We can retrieve this mission. Successful. We managed to break down the barricades and rescue the civilians. Jantin's troops have been stopped. We took our time. Our popularity among the towns has decreased by 25%. That was the consequence of taking our time for the week. For finding the weak spot in the barricade.
Great victory,
Sure.
squad. Go
Okay.
take some rest and get ready for the next mission.
Okay. Okay, so we're making some inroads despite my very Slow progress. I'm sure I'll get better at this as I better grasp and understand what's going on. But I'm getting there, right? You know, I'm figuring it. I'm figuring it. We got a lot of quests here, not just what's on the screen. So it's probably worth us taking a look to see if there are any that we can do here that are available, but not necessarily on the screen. It's not going well. Oh, look, here it is. Transfer 2 soldiers. There's that one. Ah, it is still on there. It's just not on this list. Interesting. Oh, that's going to need a chemist. Oh, my goodness. We're just... Look at the desert soldier over there. Oh, my commandos. We're not ready for any of this. These are not missions that we're any good at. Look, transferring more soldiers. No. No. Oh no. I'm scared. I'm scared. Yeah, we should be just focusing on what's on the map here. Yeah, I think we will concentrate on what's here. These seem most appropriate for stretch goals, don't they? I think we're getting into a situation where we're probably going to have a big rearranging. Because this is just going to get more and more out of hand. It is though, isn't it? Yeah. So I need to figure something out here and just have like a big old rearrange. And I think really the tech tree can help me work this out, because we have sort of this base training and I'm starting, no, I'm not starting to, and I'm learning that we will keep needing these regardless of sort of what's going on down here. These will become a staple, won't they? We've got this one here as well, the instructors building. Oh, that's it. Our instructors work here. They direct the training of our soldiers from this lonely little office. Oh, does that mean that we wouldn't have to manually change these? Or do they just train faster? I don't know. Anyway, not all that important. So we've sort of broken it up, though, into these zones, roughly, very roughly at the moment. And then we can see how these two feed into this, these two feed into this, and these two feed into this. It's quite a neat thing. And then it sort of becomes really sprawling, but we can see how these two feed here, these two feed to this, these two feed to this, and then we have this sort of ultimate one here. And I think that's worth bearing in mind, sort of using this table to help me sort of work out a layout of the camp roughly, you know. I have been making it, haven't I, so that we have all intelligence in here, we have our strength in here, accuracy, and then what's blue? Speed, that's it. So I'm sort of, it makes it a bit easier to find them, but also working out that I have plenty to feed into the tree coming, because they're just going to need to keep moving through, aren't they? And I like this. This is working for me. And then this at the moment is the sort of the tier 2, where we've got the spy, the tank, and the aviator. So this barracks probably needs to be moved away. For the moment, I don't know where it's going to go, so I'm just going to toss it over there. And we're going to want to keep these barracks near a bunch of this. Also, I want to get these barracks further away, right, from the centre, because we want to make the centre now entertainment and all the power and stuff. It's good to know that things like the maintenance buildings do not create noise. That is good. That is good. And I'm going to mix housing into the barracks. I think that's going to be a more logical setup than trying to separate them. Oh my god, I've just realised you can customise the flag. So it's currently a 1 military camp, but you could customise it. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. Look. Oh my god, I only leave it as 1 military camp. But it's cool, right? That you can customize your own flag. That is cool. Destruction. Don't worry. Do not panic. It's fine. What I would like to do is get like one of these fantastic decorative things. There were some really great big ones. Oh yeah, look. Oh, they've actually got entertainment. They're in the entertainment section. But look at this. Look, Four Corners Park. We've got Large Park. Kind of like that, you know. It's working for me, you know. But look, we got Round Park. Do you see? I mean, these are nice, right? Now, that is a lot of lights around here, but we've got a couple of nice parks now. We're still keeping our spy surveillance tower here. I think that's a good idea. We've got a little barrier and a flag here, you know. Kind of like that. So we've put in our lounge and cinema here. Pylons back in. And what I would like to do is link them up to each other. That feels like a good start. We'll go across there like that, yeah. Okay. Right. That's something. I do feel sort of roads coming out these way and this way as well. To get away from this square is going to be beneficial. So we're going to move these paths here. Okay. Now in terms of entertainment, we do have a bowling alley. I do like the idea of a bowling alley. That's a 3x3. Just a sort of like future thinking. The museum is smaller. That's good. That's worth bearing in mind, isn't it? That's all that we're sort of missing. Oh. So I'm thinking we might do something like this. Put them on either side. Then we've got room for a bowling alley here. But I'm not going to get the bowling alley right now because it's expensive. But it's good, I think, to have a spot for it. Could do like a beach bar. Do like a beach bar on the other side. You know. Which I'm going to do now. And then, yeah, the bowling alley and the museum. Right. Now we're going to need fuel for all of this. So, for the power lines and whatnot. Let's get rid of this road here. Yeah. And what we'll do is we'll give each of these a refueling area. Yeah. So we can see how this will be a nice entrance, but also full of entertainment, and it's got a lot of beautification, but functionality too. It's also quite noisy, right? It's a very noisy place. If we, yeah, very noisy. And we can see that noise will also spread up to here from what we'll stick here. That's okay. Now, something else we should be considering around here really is sort of food and medicine, or do we look at doing, no. So we need to think about food and medicine, and again, I do think we should try and get that sort of stuff in here. We've got the mess hall up here, which is actually the same size as the bowling alley. Do we forego bowling alley and put in the food here? Maybe, certainly for now. That could work, couldn't it? Yeah. And I feel like we've upgraded on this summer plaza with this beach bar thing. So I'm going to get rid of the summer plaza now. And then we need food. So we could store food back here. Right? Store food back there. Let's be honest, it probably would be a good idea to not have the infirmary right at the city centre or whatnot. But that's where it's going. And maybe we could put the medicine back here. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Put the medicine there. It's not too far to go at the moment. But maybe we'll do this instead. I like the idea of them having a bowling alley. But like I say, there'll probably be more rearranges in the future, but I'm hoping not on this kind of scale. I'm hoping this will largely get it down, what we're after. Now, off in this direction, I think getting basic training level tier 1 stuff over here would be great. You know, I do. Getting that locked in over here. If we put on the sound overlay, then we know we could probably get it to there. Yeah, I think if we go back any more than that, we will be subject to noise. Yeah, we'll be affected by noise. So this is where it sort of needs to be. And actually, we have to have the road here. So it might be that we actually move it forward just one more. I think I kind of like this layout too. Either way works. I mean, oh yeah. Kind of like this layout. This rock's a bit annoying, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll do that. Okay. And then yes, we do need power over here. There we go. So here they are. With road powered, they're not affected by all the noise over here. Good. Okay. Put a few lights in. Light the place up. Now, we have 3 warehouses. I think what I'm going to do is move one of them to this location. Well, sort of to this location. And we could also probably get some research in there. That might be nice. So for these, we would need at least 3 of these houses. So we could stick one there. We can figure out who lives in these in a bit. We're just going to pile in 3 houses here. And look, we can change up these planters a little bit so they're not all the same. Look. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Now I am going to kick everybody.
Done, boss.
Sure thing.
Consider it done, boss.
Kick everybody out of these houses.
Roger that.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
Okay.
Roger that.
And we need to get Simmer. And, oh, we've not named...
Yes, sir.
We've not named this researcher. This researcher will be Sanatuja. Sanatuja, welcome. Researcher. Okay, so bearing that in mind, we have in here Simmer and Sanet. So let's find them and get them moved in. Sanat,
Copy that,
there
boss.
we go. And
All
Simmer.
right.
There we are. Excellent. Now, in this maintenance building, we have Ivy, Sarah, and Tina. Okay. Let's get them in a building.
Sure thing.
There we go. So they're now housed here. So they're nice and close. Now we also have the infirmary here. So I think maybe getting the medical staff here would be good. So we're going to want Trestle and Hope. Let's
Yes,
find where
sir.
they live and
Roger that.
remove them from
Yes,
their
sir.
homes.
Roger that.
Go. Sorry. But we're going to move you into this house over here. Just Trestle.
Understood.
And then we need Hope. Is that Hope? That is
Okay.
Hope. Excellent. Good. So they're sort of just a bit closer to home now. A bit closer to work and whatnot. Okay. Now, the training program's over here. Let's figure out what buildings I would like over here for them. So we have our speed training here, the accuracy training, the intelligence training, and the strength training. Okay, so we need these 4 buildings over here. These 4 buildings, I think, are the 4 buildings that we're going to keep repeating in sort of new places. We'll see how that goes. But then we will also need to get their first specializations in, right? So we got strength training here, and with that we have the artillery. With the intelligence training we have the comms operator here. Next we have the accuracy training, which is the infantry specialist here. Okay, and then we have the speed training, which is our explosives engineer, right? So, and I'm thinking with this, we will add physiotherapy. So I want to, so what I want to do is get this out of noise range and build it sort of around here so that these soldiers can work up here and play down here, right? So their homes are in the middle. That's the sort of thing. Now, all of this is terribly noisy. That much we know. The intelligence training and the physiotherapy do not seem to be generating noise. But all these white ones do. But these 2 don't. That's interesting. Okay. Right. So they're sort of trailing up here. And if we look at the noise, just missing it because we're using these quieter buildings near them. Physiotherapy is still fairly close to the centre as well, which I think is good. Then we've tucked sort of the comms specialist down there for intelligence training. But otherwise they're lined up. We've got strength with artillery, we've got the explosives with speed, and we've got the accuracy with infantry, right? So they're sort of all here. The only thing I might change here is flip this around like that, and I might bring this helipad over here, and we might put a helipad in with sort of each main bulk. You know, that may not be a terrible idea. Where's my sock flag thing? I want my sock flag thing. There it is. Because I like it. Okay, there we go. That could work. Right, let's get past some power in and some lights. We can do just like a path right up the centre here. And then we can join other bits up like this. Right. Like that. I like it. Now, power. Just going to carry it straight up the road. That gets everything. What's that all looking like down here? See, okay. And you can see we can add more about the place here. It's not an issue. We can add more. And upgrade them as well. It's on my mind, upgrading them. It really is. So that's good. But we do need to get... the physiotherapy people closer.
Yes, sir.
So Kelly looks like she might already be homeless. Okay, she's not,
Copy
but we're
that, boss.
going to do that. Along with Cheryl.
Yes, sir.
Let's make Cheryl homeless
Understood.
also. And get them moved in here. So we've got room here. Cheryl.
Okay.
There we go. And here, Kelly.
Understood.
There we go. So they live nice and close to where they work now. I think that's important. So let's get... we're going to need delivery facilities here. Yeah. We need to be able to get ammo delivered. So we can't put it there. But we can put ammo up there. A lot of these buildings take ammo. Do you know what? We might put both of these here, perhaps. Because a lot of them do take ammo, don't they? They do. And something we could do for beautification. Look, we could get the metal fence and just bring it straight across there. I mean, we might end up using this, but at the moment, there's sort of no plans to. So we get some lights in. And maybe we can get some beautification here. That's quite an expensive bit of beautification. Let's put in some flowers. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Let's say we got like the warehouse here and that. Okay. What I might do is just move this back a smidge, this helipad, and make it so that a road can come through here. I think might not be the worst idea. Because the next area we need to work on are the level 2 specialists that we're currently trying to build up. We need to make them a dedicated area, which I think is going to be... going to sneak in here because we don't have the money to currently rebuild all this, which is kind of what they're going to need. But it might be that these facilities will need to be shared, but repeated. So it could be that once we build a level 2 specialist, we need another load of low level stuff here in terms of them being able to build up new things, because they go up to 3, then they go up to 4, and we're just sort of going to keep coming round back down, I think, is the sort of plan. Just working clockwise around this center point. So, you know, we will need to do some more jiggery pokery, but it's not too bad. Do you know what we could do, actually, is not have this flower and put in another spy tower. What we might need to do, though, is get another one of these houses in. Quite expensive, aren't they? This one would be affected by noise, so we're going to pop it there. On that flower. As we have it, let's stick that there. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
we have miners here.
All right.
Make them homeless. And we have bench
Yes, sir.
here. We're going to make them
Roger that.
homeless. Right, and get them in here. There's bench.
Consider it done, boss.
And
Sure thing.
miners. There we go. So they're nice and close as well. That's. I'm pleased I remember that. Yeah, that's quite important because we've got these two here as well. They're going to need somewhere to live. I think it is these comms operator that might be messing. Is it? With this house. Because I'd like to be able to fit a house in there. It might be that the comms might have to shift up one. Doesn't look like it's affecting it though, does it? What's affecting that? What's making that there? So the artillery. The artillery is probably pretty noisy, one would think. Artillery is very noisy. I don't know why I'm shocked about that. Look, it's right on the edge, though. It's right on the edge. Unbelievable. Right. So we need to get our level 2 sorted. This is their current barracks. Now, we have the aviator. We have the tank driver. And something else. The spy specialist. There we go. Over here, absolute chaos. Let's have a clear up. Sort of step 1, really. Have a bit of a clear up. Let's also delete these roads. Yeah, all of this can go. Not that, actually, but that can go. Okay. I might actually get rid of that and that. I've decided. And instead, we could maybe join them up there. Okay. Now we can see here at level 3, it is just these 3. When I say just these 3, these 3 feed 6. So it might be worth looking at having a barracks per skill now, even at level 2. How much is a barracks? Because we don't have a lot of money here. Yeah, so we may need to work towards building up to 3 barracks. We may have to work towards that. Now, I think they, again, can have a maintenance building and a research lab. Just to have that sort of buffer zone, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll be able to fit 3 barracks up along here. Indeed we will. Look. 1, 2, yeah. Now we're going to need houses. Because we have 3 maintenance worker here. Up to 4 eventually. And then 2 research labs here. Researchers, but again can go up to 4. Then we'll probably also have a surveillance tower around here somewhere, so we can take this one. Actually no, leave that one there for a minute. We've got this one here, so a surveillance tower as well, which has 2. And this could also be a good place to home those working at the infirmary as well. So a good sort of housing area here. We do have another couple of houses that can fit 3. So that one will be affected by noise. We'll put that one there. And then we've got this one, look. Something like this. Now the thing is like, how noisy are these? They're going to be noisy, right? Bleeding tank training. Right? So if we're going to have... so it might need to be like something like this. And then we're putting the spy tower, because there's only sort of 1 feeder road. We're putting the spy tower, seeing those that are coming in and out of this area. We've got a bunch of empty houses here. If we start selling these off, we can get some money back. Now, at the moment, are we really using this? Controls anti-drone defences. We haven't actually built any of those. I haven't actually built any of these. Somewhere around here might be quite good. Because I don't think it creates any noise. Although the things it triggers would, but they would be so brief. You know, that'd be brief noise. Let's be honest. So these houses are now empty. Getting into these houses, we're after Rachel, Gera, and Mundane.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, they are now all in this house. Good. So for the research lab, we have Richardsaw and Laura. So let's kick
Consider
them
it
out of
done,
these
boss.
houses over here. Because they're miles
Yes,
away.
sir.
That's no good.
Sure thing.
Okay, that's them in there. Then we have those working in the defense tower. Improg and Christopher.
Yes, sir. Copy that, boss.
Okay, they're in that house. It's going well. We're going to destroy now at these ones. No one's living in them anymore. So we've cleared all this sort of the single houses, which is kind of nice. Now we have Trestle and Hope in here. Did I house them over here? I don't... Ah, Trestle and Hope are over there. So maybe we could do Peluso and Squeezle over here.
Roger that.
Peluso and Squeezle. There we go. And do you know what I might do? Is put a path around there as well. Yeah. It looks like we could do with some more power units over here. Let's move some of these flower beds from over here. I think we will see about getting some fencing around there. Okay. And then this is all available for development. We do have another maintenance building, and I like the idea of getting another research with it. I do. But they are going to need a temporary location for now, which might just be here and here as their sort of temporary location. And they are going to need a house to see them through this. And maybe, so that I remember it's temporary, it can go there. So we've got Kazakal, Sarah, and Abril. Have I spelled that right? Okay, let's see here.
Copy that,
Kazakal,
boss. Sure thing.
Sarah, and Abril.
Sure thing.
They're in, and then in this tower we've got Anna and Chloe. Let's get them in here.
Boss.
There we go. So they're living closer. That'll do for now. And then we can just sort of destroy all this for the time being. So, yeah, get rid of that lamp as well. Right. Let's see. All the buildings are out of service. We're going to unpause it. Try and let it sort itself out. See what happens. Hopefully these should start clearing. We're seeing that number go down. Just give them all a minute to sort themselves out. Yeah. Are you all very, very confused? Look at them. Are you all very confused? Oh, look! Sitting down in the park and that. Oh, that's good. That's good. There they are. They're enjoying stuff, getting back to work. 5 issues. It's slowly... Can't find the mess hall. Working it out. There we go. Well done. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. What were we doing? What were we doing? Nobody knows anymore. What is this? We have an alert.
Hey.
Oh, officer! We are on red alert. Are we? Our intelligence service has confirmed that Jantine has sent several spies to sabotage our camp. What a harpy.
Yo.
We must prepare to repel them, or we'll be in trouble. These spies are able to infiltrate our camp, disguising themselves as our troops. I should be doing my John Hawkins voice. When they are close to their target, they remove their disguise and plant a bomb. What? We cannot let them carry out their mission. No. They plant bombs? When wearing a disguise, spies can be hard to spot, but they do have one weakness. They are lousy actors. When you see a soldier walking funny or acting unsure, click on him to uncover him as a spy. He'll start running for a way out, like a real coward. I'm sat here thinking, how are we ever going to spot them on this kind of setup?
Hey.
But be aware. If you don't get there in time, we could be in trouble. Luckily, there are other ways to detect unwelcome guests, like watchtowers. These towers warn us whenever they detect an intruder into our camp. If one of those scoundrels gets within range of a watchtower, our sentry will alert you, then try to capture them. These towers can also be very useful to detecting other types of attacks. So you'll want to build several of them around the camp. This reminds me of the time we had a troublemaker when I was a cadet. We weren't at war then. It was just someone who wanted to play a bad joke on us. It was pretty funny to see all that foam in the barracks. But apparently Sergeant Campbell didn't have a great sense of humour. Was it you, John? 10 days in the brig on bread and water. That's how Campbell dealt with it. I think the guy's a tax inspector or something now. Okay. I guess that was the end of his comedy days. Okay, it wasn't John. The point is, you've got to watch out for saboteurs.
Hey!
Is that clear? Then build some watchtowers and hire sentries to warn us of possible enemy attacks. You can never be too careful. Ah, well, in that case then. So is this our watch? Yes, spy surveillance. So I've sort of covered entry points. A main entry point into the base and then sort of covering this business. Oh, we've got a couple of lamps here I can destroy. So there are sort of choke points, I guess, is the phrase I'm looking for. There are choke points that we've created here because we've sort of planned the base. That was sort of lucky timing. Really? Just sort of lucky timing. We have aviator problems, don't we? We do. We do have aviator problems. Yeah, so spy, tank, aviator, spy, and then... Ooh,
Yes, sir.
Francis is ready to specialise in artillery. Well done, Trent, because we are having problems here. Oh, yeah, and who's assigned to which is a bit of a thing. It's a bit of a thing, isn't it? So we will accept
Yes,
Trent into there. And then was Trent going to be our tank driver? Have I just put him into the wrong specialisation? No, aviator. Trent was going to be the aviator, wasn't he? Okay. So we need...
All right.
So we've set the goal, but he needs speed training.
Okay.
So speed training. So that has progressed. Zaratul
Yes, sir.
is going for the tank. And is currently doing accuracy training. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And then we will have 2 of each. And then once I've got that headache out of the way, because we've had problems with that, we can look at getting another barracks and starting to get more of them, right? Because we're going to need lots of these, sort of 1 of each, because they feed into so many expertise. It's a bit nuts. So yeah, we're going to have to keep everybody moving along quite smoothly. And at the moment we can't do any of these because we've only got 1 of each. Okay, enemy inside the perimeter. How do we? Is it you? No, that's Francis and we're monitoring him. Is it
Yes,
this
sir.
person? Is
Yes,
it this
sir.
person? Would they have
Yes, sir.
names of people we would or wouldn't know?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
'Cause
sir.
we know all these people. They have spotted somebody. How do we get them? Make sure that your security officers are ready to repel the threat.
Yes, sir.
Provides defense. You never know when you'll be attacked by enemy spies. Guard posts help you catch them red-handed. So, right, but
All right.
you've detected it. Are you going to go after them? Did we get rid of them? I don't know what happened.
Yes, sir.
Were they removed? I don't know. I do not know what occurred there at all.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I've just realised I've not housed Megan or
sir.
Jamie. What an outrage. They've not been housed. What? Well, they need to be housed. Okay, I think we'll have to remove this garden and pop a house here. So if we go from this to there, that might work. And then I think a light. Some lights here. Oh look, 100 decorative elements, outdoor decorator. I just got on Steam. It's an achievement. Let's finish that down to there, I think. Okay. And then we can get Megan and that in here. Megan.
Understood.
And then we need Jamie. There.
Consider it done, boss.
Okay. Okay, good. Is anyone else homeless? I hope not. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me. We need to conquer 3 more territories to get to rank 3. That'll be good.